Power98. Power98. And you're listening to Power 98, the music you love. News is up next. The time now is 2:01.
Time check brought to you by Waken.com. Looking for a reliable renovation company with 22 years of experience and 5 showrooms island-wide? Then Waken.com is definitely your choice. For inquiries, please call 64656-656.
Waken.com, 'cause we can.
Power 98 News.
Good afternoon. I'm Renee Pro. The possibility of an extremist terrorist attack poses a clear and present danger to Singapore. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said in an interview with Australia's ABC Radio National, there are Singaporeans who have gone to the Middle East and the southern Philippines to link up with separatist groups. He noted if any of them are caught, they will be allowed to return to Singapore, but the government will make sure they have not brought back any dangerous ideas and are not likely to do any harm. Mr. Lee reiterated a potential attack in Singapore is a matter of when and not whether it will happen. He said it is very difficult to preempt and prevent lone wolf attacks, and the Republic is doing its best to prepare for any attack. If the attack is being planned by a group, there will be signs and the authorities may have a better chance of breaking it up beforehand, but even then it is not certain. Mr. Lee added Singapore is doing its best to prepare the population psychologically and make sure its multiracial society does not come under catastrophic stress. Meanwhile, Senior Minister of State for Defence and Foreign Affairs, Maliki Osman, says Singapore must not allow acts of terrorism overseas to affect social cohesion and religious harmony here. Speaking to religious leaders at a meeting, he noted some of the fights overseas between people of different faiths do not necessarily bear religious causes. Instead, most are driven by local or regional politics or tribal and sectarian strife. Dr. Maliki said Singaporeans must be consciously mindful that they do not allow interfaith cohesion to be breached by foreign issues. He added it is the responsibility of every Singaporean to report any individual whom they suspect of being radicalized. Though some people may want to protect their friends and family by not reporting them, this actually prevents them from getting the help they need. And finally, the Singapore Discovery Centre has commissioned 3 short films produced by Polytechnic students with a strong local flavour. The Singapore Stories film series is a collaboration between SDC, Temasek Polytechnic and Ngee Ann Polytechnic to nurture budding filmmakers. Our news team speaks to the student producers to find out more.
The film Azza tells the story of an 11-year-old girl who struggles with exposing her father for plotting a terrorist attack and the aftermath of how this impacted the entire family. Producer Noor Shahida, whose true-life account served as inspiration for the film, said it presents a different perspective on terrorism.
I wanted to do the film because I feel that terrorism happens in Singapore and it's often about the terrorist himself, but never about the families. It educates the public about how it affects the family negatively. And I think a message that we want to bring across is that you should be there for your neighbors or anyone you know who's affected by this.
The 2 other films chosen were Gallant, a film by TP students in commemoration of NS50, and Rust Red, a science fiction film by NP students looking at the end of the world from the perspective of 3 different characters. Rust Red's director Miranda Cardenas said the film hopes to inspire Singaporeans to be kind even in dark times.
The central question behind it is, what is important to you at the end of the world? We had 3 stories exploring different facets of duty and compassion and sacrifice. The biggest message that we hope gets across is really about emotional resilience and integrity and being the best person that you can be.
The 3 films will be screened at the SDC's iWorks Theatre for a year starting 1st July. Singaporeans and permanent residents will get to watch them at no cost. For Power 98 News, I'm Geraldine Yap.
And that's all for now. The next update will be at 3 p.m. For Power 98 News, I'm Renee Pro.